If you watched my last video, it should come to no surprise that Call of Duty Warzone is in a rough space. Between cheaters, hackers, lag connection, server issues, desync, aim assist, blah 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 blah, there are various plaguing issues that have caused many top content creators, including Nadeshot, one of the COD OGs himself, to consider quitting Call of Duty. What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about why some of the main content creators that you see on Twitter and YouTube and all this shebang, why they're all leaving. I'm going to play this clip from Nadeshot where he basically breaks down how there's no integrity. Somebody's always cheating, the network sucks, or the game is broken. I'm going to play this clip for you, and we're going to come back and dissect some other tweets, as well as basically give my 2 cents as to why Call of Duty needs to get their act together. It is in a really rough state right now. Let's go ahead and play the clip and we'll get back to it.
Call of Duty has served us up a pile of shit from a network performance standpoint. They won't invest in better servers, higher tick rate servers. There's no server protections. There's no safeguards to make sure players are having a fair gaming experience. The shame in all this, like the biggest issue that I have with all this is that Black Ops 6 is actually a lot of fun. The game is fun for me to play if it were working properly. The core mechanics of the game are fun. I enjoy the movement. I enjoy the gunplay. I enjoy some parts of the foundation of the game, but I can't play it. I can't enjoy it. There's no integrity. Somebody's cheating, or the network sucks, or the game is broken. I'm certainly not retiring from Black Ops 6, but I definitely will not be playing it every day. I just can't. I don't enjoy it enough to sit here and play it every day. They made a great game, but then they try to save money for their shareholders, for the bottom line, for their business units, their P&L. They think nobody will notice, nobody will care. The times have changed, Call of Duty. We got to wake up.
All right, so now that we're back to the gameplay here, you can obviously tell Nadeshot is just done. He wants to play ranked play, but it's just so rough because every time you get in there, you don't know if you're getting cheated on. You don't know if someone is just sweating or someone's just that good. And honestly, like even in my experiences in ranked, like I'm nowhere near the top of the food chain here. I noticed that people are just sweating out of their ass. And many times, I'm not going to say it, but I wouldn't be surprised if I'm dealing with cheaters as well. It's just that bad here where I'm potentially dealing with cheaters in these low ass lobbies. It's just, I can't imagine what it would be like for the guys up top. Along with that, like I said, ranked play is not the only place where cheaters are kind of thriving right now. Call of Duty Warzone is launching a ranked play as well, and I'm pretty sure Ricochet Anti-Cheat is not going to be able to compete with that. We talked about the kernel level driver and the brand new server side protections that are launching in Season 2 and 3. And like Swagg says, Season 2, I promise you the game is going to be dead by then. Even Swagg made a video the other day basically talking about how the game is going to be dead if there's no fixes by late January, because we're literally in mid-December right now. It's going to be a rough next month and a half. And, that's kind of like at the that's the fast track, right? That's assuming we get the best case scenario. That's assuming no delays to the updates. Another huge issue that I highlighted before and that Nadeshot highlighted is that, when you kill a hacker, they can press a button to crash the entire lobby. They can quite literally just destroy everybody's fun. And what are you supposed to do with that, right? How are you supposed to play a game and, take this game seriously when hackers can just do that whenever they want, all on a whim? It's pretty embarrassing, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like if I was Call of Duty, I would be embarrassed. I saw this tweet the other day where Fortnite was dealing with hackers, and essentially they filed legal action against people who are hacking and took it very serious. It's almost as if, developers at Fortnite actually take their game seriously and they want the best for their player base. Unlike Call of Duty, where it feels like you're just nickel and dimed, every time you log in, the store just shows up in your face. You sure you want to play this match? Boom, store bundle. Boom, new bundle alert. Oh, hey, check out this unicorn farting on you bundle. Oh, check out this new anime skin bundle. Check out Nicki Minaj, Snoop Dogg, and all these other famous actors and, sports players. It's just a really rough experience right now, and it sucks to be a Call of Duty fan right now. I don't want to be a Call of Duty fan. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to be a COD fan when, Fortnite is getting all these huge updates. It's loads of fun again. It's the same game, and they're not completely just recycling things and completely changing the game every year to dump in a bunch of new weapons. It's the same game. And unfortunately, Call of Duty Warzone doesn't know how to stay the same. They're afraid of just losing out on sales. And it's bad. It's so bad, even These Knives Only, TKO, another content creator here on the platforms, goes ahead and says, I miss the console days of Call of Duty where seeing someone cheating on a new COD was far and few between. People had unique gamer tags and no one could name themselves exactly the same name as someone else. Voice chat wasn't moderated by AI and SBMM wasn't as thick. He pretty much nails it right on the head. These are the three biggest issues on Call of Duty right now. Obviously, we talked about cheaters and hackers for a long time, but voice chat, right? Voice chat being moderated by AI is just despicable, right? Like, who thinks this is a good idea? Who comes home for Call of Duty, tries to relax with their friends, maybe say something that they shouldn't, or maybe they say something that's okay, but the AI deems that it's not okay. Like, who is the AI? Who is Call of Duty to just be like, taking away your freedoms of saying whatever you want? Like, obviously you can't say whatever you want, right? But there's certain things that, like, oh, I don't know if I'd agree that shouldn't be allowed or something like that. And SBMM, of course, as you guys know, in casual mode, in Warzone, it's just when you're just having to have fun, boom, SBMM, people are bunny hopping, sliding, all that good stuff right in your face, and you can't do anything about it. It just doesn't make for a good experience. And I think a lot of people see this, they acknowledge this, and yet people need to move on from Call of Duty. That's like the only verdict I can go off of here. I believe I saw a tweet from Swagg the other day where, he was talking about how, like, hey, I'm going to try Warzone. If I get, or ranked play or whatever, if I get hacked on or if I see a blatant cheater, I'm switching to Marvel Rivals. People are just dipping from Call of Duty. And I think Call of Duty has to wake up if they haven't already. It's embarrassing at this point. They tweeted this morning at the time of me making this video. They tweeted about how this new Squid Game bundle is coming out and more unicorn bundles and like a frog or a toad bundle. Guys, you are so out of touch. People are leaving this game. People are threatening to leave. You have so many issues. Stop promoting bundles. I feel bad for whoever's running the Twitter for Call of Duty because it's definitely not like their choice or their control. But they probably have to, post this and then see like the millions of replies of just fix your game, hackers, cheaters, SBMM, blah, blah, blah. All this stuff, man. Like, can you imagine being an Activision or Microsoft employee right now, or even a Treyarch employee, working for Call of Duty, working for Warzone, and just dealing with all this? Like, where's the fix? It's embarrassing. And, it's not even like, gamers are like hyperbolic. Like, I know that they are, but this time, like, they actually, they, and I guess me too, we have like an actual reason to feel this way. We feel robbed. We feel like our experience is being taken away when, you're grinding for the top of these leaderboards and all these ladders and stuff. And then all of a sudden, boom, a cheater just knocks you off your streak and you can't do a thing about it. A cheater just completely takes away all the SR you earned in ranked play. How is that fun? How do we see that this is a fun experience? I just don't get how Call of Duty doesn't see this. And yes, you could say like, oh yeah, they tweeted about it, like, oh, we're sorry, we let you down in season 1. Sorry doesn't replace SR. Sorry doesn't make the game suddenly fun. Like, take some action, take some responsibility, Call of Duty, and do the right thing. Make the necessary bans, two-factor authenticate, whatever, like, do whatever you have to do. Maybe make, I don't know, a working anti-cheat versus, whatever the hell Ricochet is. Do you ever wonder why we don't see these issues in games like Valorant or Fortnite or Apex? Maybe we see it in Apex, I don't even know enough, but like Fortnite, never see it. Valorant, never see it, right? And, you could say like, oh, they're simpler games or whatever. No. It's because the developers actually care about them. That's why the tick rates are higher. That's why there's so much more care, and that's why they're free to play. Everything is like decently, fairly priced in those games. It's because they're not trying to nickel and dime you so egregiously, where you drop $70 a year and then just continuously get hit with store bundles all the time, never giving you any good graces, no free gifts, no free camo, no free Christmas gift, for nothing like that. It's just continuous nickel dime, like, oh, how can we get them to play more? How can we get them to spend more? That's the whole point of the skill-based matchmaking things, to get you to stay on. And then when you stay on, maybe you have more fun, maybe you play more, maybe you buy skins, and that's the whole point. It's just an algorithm, you're running on a hamster loop at the end of the day. And yeah, I don't know. I think that the cheater situation, the hacker situation it's a disgrace. And, the fact that Nadeshot, Swagg, TKO, countless other content creators, I'm sure I've not even heard of their names, are considering leaving, and I don't blame them. I don't think anybody blames them, and it's just a sad state of affairs for where we are in Call of Duty. You know, the fact that the game launched like 2 months ago, like maybe a month and a half, and we're already at this point, you know, this level of like uninterest and boredom, it's embarrassing. And I don't know what to tell you other than, you know, fix your stuff, Call of Duty. It's just rough here. But yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Make sure to subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Put a lot of effort into it. And yeah, let me know in the comment section if you've ever encountered a cheater. I'm definitely curious to know. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, and peace.